Kiefer Moore came on in the second half, caused a few more problems. Thankfully, David produced a couple of good saves again, and it's just a shame they did get a bit more space as well towards the end, and I probably thought the last 15-20 they were going to get that second goal, as we mentioned. But look, a clean sheet away from home, 3 points, that was all that was required. So you can nitpick a little bit, but you'd like the team to be a bit more clinical.
Yeah, but you're underlining exactly what we're all thinking. Just the win, however you get it, is vital this part of the season, because Eric said each one of these remaining games is like a cup final, everything riding on it. But if results do remain as they are, I mean the one at Anfield, then perhaps we can look at the next 2 home games a little bit more favourably with one eye on that cup final.
Yeah, listen, we've done our job today. It's as simple as that. We talked about it before. It's what we do. We've got the result we needed. I thought all the players did excellent. De Gea at the end, great save, kept us in it. But in total, it was a good game, and we knew at times, they were going to put pressure on us. But I thought everyone played the part, and now we just wait and see. But ultimately, the manager will be very happy with the result, and we can now move on. If it's a point that's needed for next game, let's do that, and then we can look on then to the next 2. But it was a great win, a win we needed today. Like we said, it's in our own hands on what happens from here, and the manager will be happy.
And I'm sat with 2 international class former defenders, but again, it's another victory built on that bedrock of a really good defensive performance.
Yeah, and look, special mention for Victor Lindelof, because obviously Varane gets a lot of attention coming back into the team from an injury, and don't get me wrong, he's been important too, but Victor he got caught a little bit for the chance for Kiefer Moore, but apart from that, it's going to happen in a game, and that's why David came and produced and rescued a big save. But apart from that, I thought he was kind of foot perfect, wasn't he? Really, he was
in the right position.
Right positions, great headers, good clearances, great performance from him.
Yeah, it's really good from him and Rafa, and again, both fullbacks, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka did very well. Aaron is continuing like a player reborn these last few months.
Yeah, both of them. Aaron again, good on the ball, did what he needed to going forward. It was difficult at times, I think, for the team, the way they defended, and it was hard for us to get in behind, but ultimately near the end it did open up a bit, both sides. But we did enough, and the players are showing the fans how much they respect them for going down and getting the result, because we're nearly there back in the Champions League, and that's what we're here to do this season.
But is it another game, Wes, which shows how important is it we do go and get a really good number 9 in terms of scoring the goals? Because again, Martial's done pretty well. His hold-up play, link-up play, excellent. The 1 and 2 touch football, really, really good. But that clinical marksman.
Yeah. Listen, it's very important. I mean, I think all our squads through the years, we've always had 3, maybe 4. We've been lucky enough to have 4 at one point. World-class strikers, and yeah, that's somewhere obviously the manager will be looking at as well. If it was 1, 2, but ultimately, it's about getting where we need to be at this point. And the summer's the summer. The manager will try and get in, whoever he feels he can, and obviously boost the squad. But ultimately, again, Martial today, he's done okay. He held up the ball well. It'd been obviously good to see him on the score sheet. But like you said, a number 9, I think, is a position that the manager will be looking at.
Yeah, sure. It'll be fascinating to see what happens in the summer. But still, 2 home games left here in the Premier League before the FA Cup final, and 2 big games, isn't it? Here, Chelsea will come here wanting to spoil our party, no doubt, and then finishing with Fulham, who probably think they have a score to settle after that dramatic FA Cup match. So 2 huge games which will have to be at our very best.
Yeah, and the key to it is whatever happens for the rest of the game at Anfield today, that there's the FA Cup final at the back of it, and obviously you might still have a chance to finish obviously in 3rd place in the league too, to go ahead of Newcastle too. So there's definitely something riding on it, and that's important. And also it's just that feel-good factor, and players playing for a cup final, but also possibly playing for the future at the club as well, because the manager will want to improve. Yeah, he's had a really good kind of first season gone about it, potentially 2 cup victories, Champions League football returned, all these things, but he won't want to stop on that. He'll want to keep improving, won't he?
Yeah, that's what he always says, actually. It's all about improving day by day, week by week, and that's certainly where we're going under Eric. Let's get the thoughts then of our commentators, Ben and Stuart.
Well, mission accomplished for Manchester United. They needed to win this game. They're still awaiting, as we speak now, for the final whistle to go at Anfield. But as it stands, United are heading back to the top 4 with 2 games to spare. But even if Liverpool do score, they're right on the brink of the top 4. Casemiro's wonderful early goal separating the sides. They had so many opportunities after that to finish it off, but in the end they were actually indebted to David De Gea, who made a terrific late save from keeper Moore, his 17th Premier League clean sheet of the season, a Golden Glove winner. David De Gea, superb, and United, job done.
Yeah, it is job done. Congratulations to David De Gea. Golden Glove winner is an amazing achievement, but the fact that United have come here and taken 3 points today means everything. Forget what we're going to hear about at Anfield. If United win today and win on Wednesday, then they're in the Champions League, and they've already done that. Oh, they're only halfway there with what they've managed to achieve so far this afternoon. A really, really good goal and some sterling performances, most notably for me from Victor Lindelof. I thought he was outstanding. Great 3 points, Stu. Really, really good 3 points, and we can look forward to Old Trafford on Thursday night against Chelsea.
Job done. Bournemouth 0, United 1.
I promise we were listening to Ben and Stuart then, as we always do, but we might have been just checking on the scores. Still active in the Premier League, still 1-1 at Anfield, and Everton, a 99th minute, did we make it?
Yeah.
99th minute equaliser, Yerry Mina against Wolves. So again, Premier League never fails to surprise, amaze and dramatise, does it? But still sweating on that result at Anfield. But ultimately it doesn't matter, does it? Because even if they do go on and get a win, it's still in our hands.
Well said, it, job done, but by ourselves today, by Manchester United. That was the key to it. Do your own, and obviously still in your hands. That's the key to it. Whoever you're going to be playing, the home form has been fantastic. Whoever the opposition might be, so it's Chelsea and Fulham, 2 home games to finish with. You can still take care of it ourselves. Yeah, it certainly can. Just on the performance today, another nice cameo from Garnacho coming on, showed a few bits, didn't he?
And that's what he can do. You know, straight on, the way he attacks players. You know, he's gone past one. You know, he's a threat to the other team, but he's perfect for us at coming on, especially at this time of the game. But again, he's you know, he's going to be very hard for the manager going forward, not to start him.
Yeah, and Scott, who came back into the squad recovering from injury, just to get him back on the pitch, get some minutes in his legs is important. Yeah, very important, and he could have a big part to play towards the end of the season, I think. That tenacity, that energy, and also an eye for goal as well too. So. Big plus today, definitely. Yeah, Shane Veggles couldn't get his goal because again he came on and did his very best with his link-up play, and he had one shot well saved by Neto. I mean, he hit it with great force, great power, but Neto was just in the right place.
Yeah, it was on target, and that's all you can ask for. He was sort of at him, Neto, so he saved it. But yeah, I mean, I think he's done well this season. You know, he's come in. He's done what he's needed to do. He's done what the manager's asked him to do. He would have liked more goals. He's had a few opportunities, but like I said, he would have really loved the experience that he's had, and he's still got a big part to play with these 3 games. Yeah, because they all are very different, these next 3 games, building up to that cup final. But of course, you need to head into that game with the right momentum, don't you? Yeah.